Mostly skiing backwards.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Our kids are just bobbing and weaving. I mean,
We're doing the best we can.
It's a sunk cost at this point.
Yeah, it was a Home Alone moment.
That's it. That's the big one.
The big one. Don't come near me.
And that other skiers are also other drivers.
They're drivers. Your level of happiness is always the difference between your expectations and how it actually turns out, right?
Or Voltron, who's been making a lot of cameos lately.
Christmas vacation, like ding dong. And man, I'm excited for 26.
Yeah. Like what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger.
Yeah.
It was the toughest year of our lives.
It was.
And we recorded every week through it.
Yep. Could you see the pain on our face? Like, this isn't blonde, people. It is gray.
All right, let us people get to their new year.
All right. Well, Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
And you're like, no.
Welcome to the Mr. and Mrs. Inglis Podcast. I'm Megan.
And I'm Shaen. We're here to talk about the wild ride of raising kids, growing careers, and keeping life together in the middle of all the chaos.
So buckle up, because we're all in this crazy journey together.
That's obviously not going to make any of it. Doesn't need to make it.
Or maybe it should. You should start each one with a song.
Yeah, I can feel it. I'm like nasally right now already.
I've been nasally since we were skiing.
I know. My morning cereals are all really short, and I can just hear it in my voice. Like, not only is the background from like 1970, really nice VRBO, but that little room I shot in is like very 1970s feeling. And then I'm like, I sound a little bit more nasally, even like I do now. I don't, like, all of a sudden I've gotten even more nasally.
It just sounds deeper. Like, you can tell you're a little stuffy.
Yeah. That it felt so low production, the whole thing did.
We're doing the best we can.
It's allergy season. It's destroying one of our kids for sure.
For sure. And I haven't been right since we came back to the lower altitudes. I mean, I've not been able to breathe out of the right side of my nose for 5 days now.
Is it always the right side of your nose?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So that switches up sometimes.
Yeah. Do you always get like one side versus the other?
No, I don't think I ever get one individual side. That's why it's funny that yours is a side that's individual. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how blocked I am right now.
That's funny. No, because usually mine switches. Like, if I'm really stuffy and sick, this is probably really gross. Like, if I lay on one side and then I switch to the other, I can feel like everything shifting and like, oh, now I can't breathe out of that side.
Yeah. Well, let's pivot from that discussion. Jeez.
Let's pivot from sinus congestion.
Yeah. To wow, we just made it through one of the hardest, weeks in parenting, right?
Yes.
We just got through Christmas.
Yeah, we did. Every parent knows.
One of the hardest months, one of the hardest weeks.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, Santa may have a list and check it twice, but I swear every parent has a list and checks it like 40,000 times.
I think our list is probably longer
It might be.
than all the children in the world.
All the children in the world.
Even though his scroll goes down to the ground and out the door.
I sometimes feel like our scroll goes all the way down to the ground and out the door.
Yeah, just a little bit further than his. His comes down and then ours is like two.
Yeah.
Two more unrolls. And then
Two
it's
more
done.
unrolls. Yep. I think every parent feels that way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. It's just a crazy time of the year, the chaos train, like we always say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And this one is, luckily for us, and we talked about it, actually, we shot a Mr. and Mrs. maybe a week and a half ago, and we forgot to get off the chaos train long enough to actually get that one edited and published, I guess.
Hey, that may have been one of our best. Who knows?
Yeah, but nobody will ever know at this point.
No one will ever know. But it was taken from Sadie, the van.
We shot it in the van.
We actually shot it, so it wasn't even in the studio because we weren't home long enough to be in the studio.
That's right. And our daughter got back in the car like 15 minutes into shooting it.
Oh, yeah. That was fantastic.
Anyways, but we're doing it. So we're back from ski vacation. You skied on your knee.
I did. It was, mentally, like, it was hard. That it was hard to get back up, probably more so than physically. I just had to figure out how to ski, like, with a knee that wasn't it was just a little bit different. So I just had to change up my ski a little bit.
Well, you kept saying things like it's just not strong. I'm not strong enough. And I'm like, you are. I was like, that knee's actually stronger than your other one is. And I just kept telling you, like, you know how to ski. I understand there's reservation there. It's got to be scary. And you made the point several times. It's not like you tore your ACL playing football.
Right. I tore it skiing. So there's just that whole trauma's probably too strong of a word, but I mean it's that whole negative
I'm sure it's
feeling
traumatic.
of all of it, of like, oh my gosh.
6 months from the day that happened till you really felt kind of normal.
Kind of normal, yeah. And you're just like, I can't go back. I can't go back.
That's pretty traumatic. I don't want to do that 6 months for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it was, oh man. I mean, I kept thinking about it this Christmas, like as I was moving around the kitchen or whatever, and I was like, last year I had to do all of this on crutches. How in the world did I even do that?
Yeah. Well,
a lot of help.
I have a lot easier next 2 months because when you were down to, you couldn't. There was not a lot you could do on your own for a while.
No.
And the whole family stepped up.
Oh yeah.
We all had a lot more to-dos, which was fine.
Yeah.
No big deal. But back to it was great. You got on. The first off, Mother Nature did not help. One thing we talked about in the last podcast that never even made it to air was the fact that we're like, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday we shot it. And usually we put out the highlights on Thursday.
It was Thursday.
Oh, we shot it when I usually put out the highlights.
Thursday. Yeah.
So we were way behind. And then the next day when I usually publish the actual episode, that was the day everybody had school, and I had a meeting all morning. Yeah. You actually had the day off to catch up on packing and get ready to go, but we were leaving for the ski trip on Friday, so that next day.
Yeah.
And on that podcast that we had never made it to air, we were talking about it like, well, there's no snow where we're supposed to be going.
None.
We were going to go to Tahoe. We'd never been to Tahoe before, and we were watching the snowfall, and probably way too late to watch it.
I know.
Because we always kind of push it with these early season ski vacations, but we've done it every year and it's worked.
It has.
And it's not that we've had the best snow every time.
No, and very rarely are all the runs open, but there's always enough that maybe the lines are a little longer, maybe not, but it's always okay.
It's always expanding though. It's like last year when we went to Keystone, where it's not, we don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Keystone, yeah.
When we were first watching it, the week we were going, it was like 30 runs were open.
Yeah.
48 runs were open. 52 runs were open.
Yeah.
So, and they were opening more and more lifts, so you could see the mountain was getting snow.
Yeah.
And it was opening up and opening up.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good kind of checkpoint for we were going to Tahoe, and the night we were looking at it, the night before, I guess, 4 runs were open.
4. Which was really just one run, for the record.
I looked it up to see on the map, like, what are these runs? So it was basically one lift that went to the top. It was a blue at the top that turned into a green, like an upper green. If you're familiar with skiing, it's usually like Upper Megan or Upper Christmas. Yeah. Mm-hmm. and then there's Lower Christmas, which is still the same run. It's just lower and upper.
Right. Maybe like something else joined it or,
Yeah. And so those were the 4 runs that were open. So it was one run down the middle of the ski slope. And then by the next morning, it had already gone down to 3 out of like 140 runs. Right. It's not like this is a 12, 12 runs,
Right. This is not like Midwest.
So it's actually shrinking, and you can see it. They actually have webcams there. So I kept looking at the webcams and just saying, there's no way. Yeah. I just know our family well enough, too, that sure, we can go. We can enjoy Tahoe. I'm sure it's beautiful there.
I'm sure
Never been. But I'm like, we're going to be mad because one thing we did this year is a few of us, we actually finally got invested in our own ski equipment.
Right.
So we have our own boots, our own skis. We've been putting it off for a while. Our oldest is big enough. He stopped growing, and he's been wanting it forever.
So badly.
By the way, he's got the nicest skis out of all of us.
Of course he does.
But it means more to him, which is rightfully so.
Yes.
And he's a better skier than both of us do. Rightfully so. He's fast. Holy cow.
Yeah. They all are.
So we're like, we're going to take our new skis to this place. It's going to be melting because it was supposed to rain all weekend.
Oh, not just rain.
Oh, thunderstorms.
Thunderstorms.
That's right.
Which does not feel safe on a mountain where there's, you're holding metal poles. Quite literally, you're holding lightning rods.
Yeah. Sitting on metal ski lifts with metal going past huge metal poles.
Right. I mean, what could go wrong?
What could go wrong? So when we were recording this Thursday night, literally flying out the next day.
16 hours later.
It was like 16 hours later. We were highlighting like, well, by the time this comes out, we'll have had to make a decision. And we did make a decision that night because I was like, I know our family. We're going to get there. It's going to be slushy. Rain's going to melt even more, make it even more slushy. It was supposed to be like a low of 42, which is terrible skiing weather.
Yeah.
Way too warm. It's melting snow.
Yeah.
And it's going to be horrible conditions, skiing in slush. We're all going to be mad about it. Then we're going to be back in the VRBO, mad that we're not skiing. I was like, and we're all just going to be mad for 4 days.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
No. So
we switched. I stayed up. We stayed up till like 11 that night, switching it. And
we stayed up much, much, much later. But it was probably about 11 when actually all the switching was done.
When I finished that part, yeah. Then I moved on to other things. But yeah.
Which we had to have almost like a Home Alone moment because we get home because again we were recording Mr. and Mrs. on the road while kids were at practice. But now we had a flight that was quite a few hours earlier in the day. Laundry wasn't done. Like, none of this, because I had mentally prepared, like, hey, we have all this time tomorrow. And it's like, oh, no. Like, by the time the kids get off of school, we have to be headed to the airport. And so I am not kidding. I mean, there were clothes flying. There were, hats and boots and scarves.
We lost 5 hours the next day.
Yeah.
Because the flight was earlier.
Yeah. I mean, so that night was a Home Alone moment. Like, literally bags were kind of being tossed and like
it was a long night.
It was a long night.
We got it done. It was and it was an early morning.
It was. I mean,
and the next 4 mornings are early because we had to get out of bed to go skiing.
Right.
But that's the beauty of that vacation is we all love it. We all love skiing. We love getting out there into the mountain. It really sets and begins our Christmas atmosphere because it's snowy. It's a winter wonderland. All these mountain villages or towns all have like lights on the trees. Right. It's gorgeous.
It is.
It sets our moods. Not that we're not already in the Christmas mood, but work's done by that point.
Yes.
School's done by that point. It is just downhill, literally.
Pun intended, yes.
Pun intended to Christmas Eve and Christmas.
Yep.
So we love it, but it's crazy while we're there.
Oh my gosh, it really is. And this year, I don't know how much you enjoyed it. I really liked the fact that it wasn't like get up and go. Like the kids slept in a little bit. I mean, they were waking up at like 8, so we were on the slopes by 9:30.
Yeah.
Which I enjoy a little bit more. It's like I don't have to be the first chairlift up.
That's changed in like the last year or two, maybe. And I was trying to think why that's changed.
For the kids, maybe it's changed. It's never changed for me.
Yeah. No, I mean, I guess we used to for the first, 8 years we did this. We've been doing it quite a long time now, but we would be on the chairlift very near, within 15 minutes of it starting, of the mountain opening.
Yeah.
And we would close it. I mean, maybe a handful of us, or 2 or 3 of us would go in, but the remaining 2 or 3 would be one of the last ones off the mountain.
Yeah.
And I think it's because back then we did a lot of blues, like, greens and blues with the kids while they were learning.
Yeah.
I mean, you could ski all day on greens and blues.
Yeah.
Now we do blues, still mostly blues. The boys now will do blacks every now and again. We didn't hit any this time, but they're doing those blues and the harder blues. Hardcore.
Hardcore.
I mean, they are ripping them.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, they are, all 3 of our kids are very
really
good. For only skiing twice a year for, the first 5 years and really only once a year the last 3 because we just can't fit it in anymore.
Yeah. No.
Our oldest is just flying down there under incredible control. For someone that skis, he's only skied 30 times in his life.
Right.
He's really good at it.
Yeah.
But because they're working so hard, I think they're getting more tired.
Yes.
So that's my point. Like 6 hours on the mountain
Yeah.
is enough.
Right. Right. And that's, I mean, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because I was always like, okay, we almost, you know. And I think I gave the feedback. That's why we started getting on the lifts a little bit later, was because I gave the feedback of like, guys, can we just slow it down a little bit in the morning? Like, it's so hard. It takes some of that enjoyment. I don't want to say it ruins it, but it took some of the enjoyment out, because it was always like, we gotta go. Like, make breakfast, clean the kitchen, you know, because I want to give everyone a good breakfast. And then, yeah, Mom's always late. It's like, oh my gosh, please just give me a moment.
I know, you kind of put that on you, though. I don't think any of us have to have, I mean, you do cook great eggs and bacon most mornings, eggs and sausage or whatever. I mean, it's not it's cooked, but honestly, we could have cereal most mornings, I think, and we'd be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, just to throw that out there, not that we need to get on there any earlier now. I was pretty good with it. A lot of time it was me, because it was like, I want to make sure we get our money's worth. We're only here for 3 days. I want to get as much skiing as we can.
Yeah.
You know, and this one was different too, because you were relearning to trust yourself on skis again, and trust that your knee was indeed strong enough, and that you could catch a tip here or there and still, you know, recover.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not tear an ACL and MCL and
Everything else. Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah. And I think I realized, like, I can trust myself. I don't like other skiers still. That was the hardest thing. That is still the hardest thing. I was like, if someone even comes near me, I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
Like, don't come near me.
And that's what our kids were doing, like on the blues, because there were so many people that are on blues that shouldn't be on blues. If you're learning,
I might have been one of those this year, but yeah.
and I get it, they weren't enough really open that we
Yeah.
could go further into the mountains, and because we were all trying to kind of stay closer to you,
Yeah.
like I spent half a day each day just on greens,
Yeah.
mostly skiing backwards, trying to make sure, working on my backward skiing and making sure people didn't run into you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was being your bodyguard for some of that. But gosh, there were so many people on blues that shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And because of that, our kids are just bobbing and weaving. I mean, there was one time, like, I actually thought it was kind of fun. I was just like, like bobbing and weaving between people, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully not close enough that I was ever in danger. They were all stationary, and everybody knows that doesn't, you know, like snowboarders, you're always looking out for snowboarders, because they just, you know,
Like, okay, this is a good spot
they
to
just lay
stop.
down
Like,
anywhere they want to,
yeah.
middle of 4 cross.
Right.
You know, so I always spray them as much as I can as I make a turn.
You should.
My bad.
You should. And one of them had the nerve. So last year, when I had fallen, and I made it over to the side, so I was out of everybody's way.
Yeah.
And I had a snowboarder, like, get mad at me because I was down on the ground. And I was so frustrated with that
After
person.
you'd already torn your ACL.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm literally sitting.
You're waiting on the sled.
I am waiting.
And
on
he's
the
yelling at you because you're on the very edge.
edge. And I'm like, wow.
Maybe it was because he's like, you should be sitting more in the middle.
Yeah.
You're not blocking enough
You're
people.
not blocking enough people.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what it was.
Because that's how snowboarders do. And I boarded before too, so I get it. But I mean, like, because I'm a skier mostly, and I've boarded before, when I was boarding, it was like, I'm not going to just plop down right in the middle.
You never did.
No, I go to the side. I mean, good Lord.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I am quite literally in no one's way.
So the ski vacation was saved, other than VRBOs don't give you refunds when you don't make it. So that was like, once we decided, okay, we're going to take, it's a sunk cost at this point.
Yep.
Let's just save the vacation and enjoy it.
We did.
So we made it out to the cool, perfect mountain air of Colorado.
We did. And it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was great. The Verbo, it must have been you made the comment, it must have been a last second cancellation, because I loved it.
And it
was
was
nicest.
It was one of our nicest, and it was ski in, ski out.
It was a true, they all say ski in, ski out. And that's where I'm always trying to, Google Earth, like, let's just see if this really is.
Let's just see. And you're like, oh no, this one was.
Ski up to the bus stop and then take the bus 4 miles and then ski out,
And then you can ski the remainder of the 5 miles.
Somewhat misleading at times.
Right. And this, I mean, what, you popped your skis off, walked across the bridge, and
You're
I
at
don't know.
you're
And
at the backside of the complex.
you were at the backside of the complex.
Yeah,
Like,
it was beautiful. It was perfect.
it was perfect.
Yeah.
I was like, I couldn't ask for anything more. Like,
A little more snow would have been good because it was warm the last 2 days we were there, and it was quickly losing snow.
yeah, I would say the days after probably weren't, like after we left, I don't know that it was probably melted quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they got 4 inches or 4 feet of snow as soon as we left, but made for driving out easier too, though.
It did.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had those white knuckle trips back. I mean, yeah, the one that I always think of, and we had left at like 3 a.m. to beat the snowfall. I mean, it was some ungodly hour that nobody should actually be awake that we left, and it was just you and I, kids all sleeping in the back, and there was no way I was gonna go back to sleep. Like, the adrenaline probably lasted me 6 hours, because as you're going over that Vale Pass and you're like, hon, if we stop, like, we're going backwards. Like, we cannot go forwards. And I was like, we're gonna die on the mountain.
Yeah, we had a 2-wheel drive car. That was the only thing that Hertz gave us, sedan. I mean, like, they should know better than that during ski season, but there was no upgrades. There was nothing else to get out of that one. And so it was like, if we stopped, it was slick enough that I didn't think we'd be able to keep going.
Yeah.
So that was a little white knuckler.
And you are a very accomplished not only just snow driver, but mountain snow driver. And I was just like, oh my gosh, if you are nervous
I have
about
multiple
this.
medals, what she's referring to.
Well,
Awards, accolades, certificates.
you know, there's people who have lived in the South their whole life that, like, if they see snow, they're going to freak
I'm
out.
accomplished
Like,
by experience. I've done a lot of it.
You've done a lot of it.
And I'm
Like,
comfortable doing it. But I lived in Texas long enough that I white knuckle a little bit. If there's ice, done. If it's slick at all, it scares me.
Yeah.
And to your point, other skiers are also other drivers.
Other drivers.
And I don't trust them either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're flying down. It's like, if you catch that ice I'm on the outside of a turn, you're on the inside, and you can take me right off the road too.
Yep.
You know, so it's a little bit of a white knuckler when it comes to that.
Yeah. But none of that this time.
No, it was
Some
great.
Beautiful pictures of the sunrise as we drove home.
We did. I gotta make something out of all that at some point, I think. But.
I know. It was fun.
So it was great. It was totally redeemed.
Totally redeemed.
You did incredibly well. You made it to a blue the third day.
Mm-hmm.
Did 2 or 3 runs down the blue, I
did
think?
2 runs down the blue.
2 runs down the blue.
It would have been, I probably could have done one more, but it was getting to the point that I'm like, I don't want to get halfway down and be like, because you get, the most dangerous part is when your legs get tired.
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt my knee getting a little tired, and I was like, I just don't want to get stuck up there. And now I have like half a run to go, because it was a long blue.
Yeah.
I don't want to get stuck with half a run and not feeling like I'm in control.
Right.
I've skied enough to know that the ones who are out of control and tired are the most dangerous skiers.
Yeah. And our kids were even saying that too. Like, we're gonna potentially go do a different part of the mountain and try to do some of the blacks later that day.
Oh, I'm surprised there were any open.
Yeah. There's one lift all the way over to the other side of the mountain. All blacks, and it would have been tough to make it back. I mean, hopefully we could have made it back, but they said their legs were probably too tired to do that. So they know, which was good.
Yeah.
And by that third day, I'm always a little tired too. I probably wasn't quite as tired this time because I spent a lot of time on the greens, carving up the greens. I mean, like, we'll go back to that another time, and you'll after you get comfortable again. Because we rode up with a lot of people that are like, oh, my wife had it. She's 65, and it took her 14 months to get used to it, or 3 months of skiing fairly consistently to get comfortable again. So by no means were we trying to push you into doing something you weren't ready for, but knowing that we only have 1 or 2 times on the mountains this year, it's like you have to take a step, to prove to yourself, or you're going to have to redo it all again next year. Yeah. So now you can do blues. Yeah. You have a whole nother year to strengthen your knee, and you'll be good.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's just, it was that mental hurdle of like, I got to move past those last few hours on that run from last year. Yeah,
but my point was going to be, if you go on that, like some other time before you go back to Breck, it's going to be, you're going to laugh. I mean, it was, that green hill is like a bunny hill. It's so flat and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is what I was going down like so slowly the first time, which is totally understandable. I'm not making fun of you, but you're going to be like, wow, like what a learning curve, you know?
Yeah.
Compared to what you were. You're an accomplished 40-year skier.
I've skied for 40 years, yeah. And it was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard.
I think it was more mentally hard because you're doing just fine.
Yeah.
It's just trusting yourself on it. So anyways, we did that. We drove back this time because that was the only way we could make it work from a timing perspective. It was our first time learning how to take skis flying. So we had to get ski bags, which is fine for our new skis, which was great because then we figured out like, oh my gosh, all this stuff that we put into like one big, huge suitcase fit in the ski bags with the skis.
Which was fantastic.
As long as it was 50 pounds or less. So that was great.
Great. What we learned, though, was...
Well, you got to get the right rental car.
You got to get the right rental car. And Ford Broncos are considered an SUV. However, they don't fit two really big ski bags.
Because they upgraded to the largest SUV that they had at the time, which was a midsize, and they gave us a Bronco.
Yeah.
Very Colorado, I'm sure. But they don't fit. And we didn't unpack the ski bags on the way there, so the kids are like, it was just like, there's a Dude Perfect ski stereotypes, if you've seen it. It's just like that. Exactly. I mean, like, literally, it was on my head. Like, it's not safe for that to be on the driver's head. And
yeah, there was literally a pair of skis. Like, you're driving like this because, you had a pair of skis coming right here. I mean, it was so bad.
And they were like,
I'm holding them up. Like,
yeah, that was the 2.5 hours from the Colorado Springs airport to Breck.
Yes.
And the kids and then we're like, hey, by the way, we're driving home for 12 hours too.
And they were like, no.
Luckily, we didn't put them in the ski bags. We figured out a different way of doing it. It still wasn't great, but definitely a learning curve for us to figure out how to get all that stuff into a car comfortably for all of us.
Yes.
And if we had our own vehicle, it would have been cake.
It would have been fine.
Throw them up on the top of the roof.
Right. It was the rental car situation.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just don't want to drive to Colorado there and back.
No, it's 12 hours. I mean,
unless we were going to be there if we were going to be there for a week,
sure.
Maybe that's just what we need to do. We just need to go there for a week now.
But for 3 days, yeah. So let's.
We can't though, because school comes right up to that Friday, along with our oldest soccer, which is a requirement up to that day.
Yep.
In fact, the last 2 years he's missed the
like alumni game.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
There's like a exhibition type.
So that we could just get on the road to squeeze in 3 days before Christmas Eve.
Right. Because then you come back. I mean, we come back on the 23rd, and it's just like.
Yeah.
Then that only leaves Christmas Eve to get all the last minute stuff done for Christmas.
And thank goodness we've got good house sitters that take care of the house during that time, so it's not empty. It's not the dog's taken care of.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So it makes it a good one. But anywho, so that was a long recap of the ski trip debacle that turned out to be really fantastic.
A really great ski trip. I think everyone had a blast.
Yeah. Well, we always do, but that one just turned out, we were really nervous it was going to be bad, and it turned out to be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's why it seemed so awesome, was because they always say that your level of happiness is always the difference between your expectations and how it actually turns out, right? Your level of disappointment or happiness. And I think we all had kind of low expectations.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be great. And so we're all like, yay, it's amazing.
That's right. So, and Christmas was fantastic. I'm sure everybody had great Christmases. It's always nice when your kids are, this is the best Christmas yet,
Yes.
And I was telling somebody it was not because we had more presents under the tree. In fact, we probably had less because they're more expensive presents as they get older.
Yeah.
But, I think that's just part of the family, of A, hopefully some good presents, but B, just having good times and enjoying each other's, enjoying being together.
Yes.
And making the most of the holiday and, hot chocolate and the music, just all the things that make it so special.
Right. One thing I do love that, even when the kids were little, opening presents is easily a half-day affair for us. And it's not that we have so many. It's that one of the kids will open something and then go play with that. Or, if it's a Lego, they'll go put the Lego together and then come back to the presents. And so it's not like, you kind of get that sense of like, it's just rip everything open. And
Yeah.
I love the fact that our children really take the time and enjoy each one.
So when I was a kid, I want to hear from you too, because I do love that we do that. We enjoy it. It doesn't go fast, but we went pretty fast. We took turns. It was like your turn, your turn, your turn, your turn.
Yeah.
But we went pretty quickly through it. Like I don't remember. Maybe when I got older, high school,
Yeah.
I did take a little bit more time. I wasn't as concerned of ripping through, but that's different than you're not getting toys. When you're young and you're getting toys, you're like, oh my, like you can't even believe you might get that toy. For me, at least, it was that way with like G.I. Joes or whatever it might have been. Or Voltron, who's been making a lot of cameos lately.
He has.
I know. So I feel like we went pretty fast when we were younger.
Okay.
And while our kids are still pretty young, where they're getting things that they want to get into, you know what I mean? What about you guys? Do you guys go fast?
Definitely
turns?
faster. We all took turns for the most part. But not, definitely faster than like our kids would go, but I don't know that we did it super fast.
Like we would have been done by 10 a.m. No doubt. At my house.
Okay.
We would have been done by 10 a.m.
And you started at what time?
Oh, probably 7:30, something like that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, and we would have eaten breakfast in that, which was the worst. Like, because we had stockings, then breakfast, then real presents. Yeah. Here, we'd only done one Christmas tree, under the Christmas tree present this year by 10 o'clock.
That's crazy. I wasn't even watching the time.
I looked at it because I was like, because then like they went and built out. It was a little Lego, so it's easy. Could never build one of the big ones in that amount of time.
Right.
Yeah, but I do love that they enjoy it like that.
And ours was different because we opened gifts from each other, like gifts under the tree that were from our parents and grandparents the night before. So we opened those on Christmas Eve and then the Santa presents on Christmas Day. So stockings and Santa presents on Christmas Day.
We just did them all on Christmas Day.
And so that probably slowed it down quite a bit.
Sped it up though too, because you have less on Christmas
morning. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I never saw Santa's deluge of presents at your house when you were growing up.
But no, it made it on Christmas morning. There was less to open because mom and dad and grandma and grandpa and all of that, had come the night before. So, So we had 2 days of presents then.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we always would get we'd get one present on Christmas Eve. It's usually a pair of pajamas, new pair of pajamas, which was always fun though, because we kind of knew it was coming anyways.
Yeah.
So we'd get that one, and then we always get to open one right before breakfast from under the tree. We kind of do that same thing too. But now the kids don't even want to pick the big ones. They just want like a regular one, just something to.
They'll pick something that's like
there's a little
like
taste.
They think is clothes or something like that. Yeah, they'll pick something that they're like they know is not one of the big ones.
Right.
So when you were a kid, would you always go for the one big one right before breakfast?
No.
You went for a small one too?
Yeah. I don't really remember, but I mean, I don't think you're supposed to go for the big one. It's kind of an unspoken. That's it. That's the big one.
That's the big one. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we would do all of ours and then have breakfast because it was just the Santa ones.
Yeah.
And then we would have breakfast, and then it was like all hands on deck. When we were really little, we'd go to church on Christmas morning. Once we got to be about 10, we went to the midnight service. But yeah, and then by noon it was like, the Christmas vacation, like ding dong, and like everybody showed up because my grandparents hosted everybody on Christmas Day. And so from noon on, there was a house full of people, like everybody. So
that's the way your family did it.
Yeah, yeah. So we kind of like having a really long, prolonged present opening wouldn't have worked with party starting.
I think things changed a lot when I was younger. At some point we just got older and it was just too much, I think, because we used to go to my grandparents' house that lived in Colorado Springs. Yeah. And then like all the aunts and uncles, we'd all do the exchange there, like aunts and uncles and grandparents' gifts and stuff like that. we do all that. It was probably before Christmas, I'm guessing. Then there was a time where we went to their house on Christmas. I think that got to be too much.
Got it.
It was like a divorced family. Like, we're going here, and then we're going here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think at some point we said, we're just going to stay at our house. And then my grandparents came to our house
Right.
a lot of Christmases to open up presents.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, too, we went a couple times. We were in Denver for Christmas.
Wow.
We went to Chicago maybe once, maybe twice for Christmas, because that's where my grandparents were before they retired, Illinois.
Yeah.
But then really, I feel like once I was 9 and older, most of it was at our house.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was not a lot of people. It wasn't like yours where everybody and their mom was coming over. My grandparents come over for a little while and then they'd leave.
Yeah.
They go to, because they had 4 kids I think 3 or 4 kids living there, so.
Yeah. And that's so different because my mom was an only child. And so we spent every Christmas at her parents' house. I mean, we were the only grandkids. So it was kind of like it was our own house. And there was skiing nearby. So we'd always be skiing the days before Christmas. And, so it really was like that's where we always spent Christmas. But it wasn't like, okay, it was different all the time.
Yeah.
Then everybody, by the afternoon, everyone came. That was just the thing, is you always come to Ron and Lois's house. And so,
But then
like,
what
my
would you do
mom's-
when everybody came? Would you go play with your toys? Would you go kind of do your own thing, or were you expected to hang out?
Oh, no, we'd go play with our toys. It depended on, usually some of the older people got there first. And so you'd have to talk to them a little bit, but then we'd kind of play with our toys, or we'd play with each other,
Yeah.
And then once, my mom's cousin's kids, made it, they were around our age, then we'd go play with them, and,
Yeah.
it was a fun day. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember everyone just playing cards, having beverages, and there were snacks everywhere, there's food everywhere, and it was great.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I can still see my grandmother and all her sisters and their husbands, around different tables having euchre games and things like that. They're really happy memories.
Yeah.
So,
That's good. That's how it should be.
yeah.
Hopefully we're doing the same thing here with our kids. Happy memories. And that's why I say I feel like we are. I feel like they had a good day. When they say it's the best Christmas yet,
Best Christmas yet.
I feel like, they know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I hope so.
Some good traditions in there. So, well, we're staring down a birthday
Yes.
tomorrow
Tomorrow.
for us as we sit here to record this.
Yeah, I know. I love it. I always tell the story of when I found out that I was pregnant with that one, and I was like, we didn't want a holiday baby. And my doctor looked at me and they're like, how's that working out for you?
Yeah. I'm not even sure how that worked out.
You know what?
We don't want a holiday baby in December 28th.
December 28th. Yep.
The last one. Yeah. Actually, he was early though. 'Cause
He
he was
was.
supposed to be a 2013
He was.
in sometime into January.
Yeah.
He was closer to our middle daughters.
He was due 1/14/14.
Yeah, so could have been same birthday almost.
Yep.
But he was 2 weeks early. Interesting.
3, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost 3. Yeah. So he was a little early, so
Yeah. He's a late 2013 for sure.
very late. In
He
fact,
said go ahead.
I was joking with him. I was like, hey, in a couple days you can text your soccer team and be like, I'm finally as old as every single one of you.
I know. He was saying they were making fun of him because he's still only 11.
I know. I can't help it, buddy.
One day you can brag about that.
Yeah.
So we got that coming tomorrow, which will be fun. It's always a short straw, a little bit, for people with birthdays this close to December or to Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
In December, I suppose. But I always felt, we've talked about it before on this, where I felt like mine was too close in February. So
I know.
no doubt, I'm sure people in January, but definitely the 28th of December.
Yeah.
Too close.
Yeah. You just can't have birthday parties during that time. And
Yeah, that's what he should do. He should just, when he gets older at some point, just be like, we're going to celebrate my birthday over the summer.
yeah.
Let's just do a fun little family thing. Let's go out to eat. Let's go watch a movie. I'll do one present because I've already got 1,000 presents on Christmas.
Yeah.
And then you guys can get me family presents over the summer. So then I break it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I would do that. I'd want to still make it a special day. It's my birthday, but
For sure.
let's break up the presents. Is what
Yeah.
would be my ultimate
That's
point.
exactly right.
Yeah.
One of the things that's really cool, though, is that his best friend,
Yeah.
his birthday's today. And so it's like an unspoken thing that they both know. It's like, well, we have to wait for our birthday parties, and, but they can always kind of celebrate together because they're both in the same situation.
Yeah.
Like they're almost literally 24 hours apart.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Which is interesting, yeah. It's like, how did that happen?
I don't know. Yeah.
But
in same year, right?
same year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He's so young too. I keep forgetting that he's so young as well.
Yeah.
'Cause he's big. He's gonna be huge.
I mean, yeah,
He's got bigger genes.
he does 100%. So he's gonna be, yeah, even though he outweighs he's taller than he'll be way bigger than our kid, but
Yeah, he already is, but
Yeah.
he's your size ish.
yeah. Well, when your mom's 6 feet tall, like and your dad's 6'4",
6'4", 6'5".
like yeah, you're gonna be tall. I do need to apologize to our kids. I don't think they're gonna be that tall.
No, there's some genes out there they could get some height, and our youngest will have some of that, I think. But the other two, I don't think they don't have too much more in them.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think our oldest is a couple more inches. In fact, I think he's grown a few. I feel like he has just gotten way taller in the last month or two.
Oh, that's good.
I'm like, what?
He's got a couple more. That'll get him up to my height.
Yeah.
And I'm about 6 foot, give or take.
Give or take an inch or two.
2 inches.
More take, but hey. It's a little more take.
Well, then we got 26 coming up. 25 was a tough year.
It was.
We could spend a whole podcast on this one. We got 4 minutes kind of to wrap this one
I
up.
know.
So we won't dive into it too long.
But it was a tough year. In fact, we were playing a game just the other night of like, how well do you know your family members? And so I get this card, and the question is, the person who gets the card reads the question, and then they think of an answer, and then everyone needs to guess what their answer would be. And it was like, what has scared you the most? And I was thinking about it, my answer, and I think we just settled on 2025 scared me the most. And I was like, I had a lot of things to overcome. Like there was just not even me. Like I think there was a lot of challenges in 2025.
Other than scares with our children, safety and health, right? I think that aside, we didn't have that, which thank God, knock on wood, we never have that. I think we checked every other box of like, of safety, health. Every other box you could worry about and big thing, we did. Those things that really, make you lose sleep at night.
Yep.
Question mortality, all that kind of stuff. We in some way or form between the two of us touched those.
Yep.
And it was a trying year.
It was a trying year. Yeah. We even had kid pain thrown in there, and it was just like.
You had kid pain, a different kind of kid pain.
Yep.
But kid pain, yeah.
It was just like, wow, career doors slamming and then opening and kid pain and our own health issues. And I mean, it was just a year that you're like, okay, we learned a lot, we grew a lot, but man, I'm excited for 26.
Yeah, 2025 is literally, now we can say it now that we're past some of those health concerns that, like what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. Because a month or two ago, I couldn't say that, right?
Right.
Without being like, it's a little too close to home still.
Yeah.
Even now, it's like, wow, that's crazy. But I mean, I guess we feel stronger, maybe. I mean, I feel exhausted from it. This will be, I said it last podcast that never aired. But it'll be interesting to go back and watch this year.
Yeah.
Because this is the year we started. 2025, we've done almost a full year of Mr. and Mrs. podcast, which is crazy in and of itself.
I know.
But it was the toughest year of our lives.
It was.
And we recorded every week through it.
Yep.
So I think as we get older, if we ever watch that, because it's been recorded, it'll be interesting to see it.
Yeah.
It's
like, could you see the pain on our face? Like, I think we try to keep this light. We try to be real, but there's things that we don't talk about that are just too personal to put out there, or, you know, if we're talking kid pain, we're not going to talk about that child's pain, and, you know, so we keep some of that back. But it's like, are we going to see it, like, or were we smiling through it? Like, did we look like we were managing all of it well? I don't know.
Well, that's what we're taught to do, but we'll know. We'll be able to read between the lines.
Yeah.
We will be able to, you know, follow the crumbs because we know the piece of bread the kid fell from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting one day.
One day.
If we ever sit, we're old and more gray.
I know. This isn't blonde, people. It is gray.
Watch this back and just see, you know, how that went through. You know, depending on how long we do this for, it'll just be interesting. I think that's one thing I had mentioned. I don't know if it was last week or the week before, you know, but just how long, you know, this, you know, theoretically, you know, is ageless.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
People that are offsprings, greats can watch and be like, you know, it's interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about your great-great-great-grandmother, your great-great-grandmother, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know much about them. We've seen pictures of them. We've seen descriptions of them, maybe. We live in a time now where, you know, 100 years from now, they'll be able to flip this on and be like, that's my great-great-great-grandmother.
Yeah.
You know?
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah. Just in her prime of her life, just talking through having a Diet Coke before they realized how horrible Diet Coke was for you.
I know. It's like, this Diet
it's a
Coke
time bomb.
It's like, what cigarettes are now, right? Like, if we would have seen this back in the 50s, they would have been smoking.
All the lead that he was drinking out of that Yeti cup that they didn't know was leaching into their system and killing them.
On that note, I might have a sip of my Diet Coke.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a guilty pleasure. Diet Coke is my own. It's like my own guilty pleasure.
Oh, what doesn't kill you or just kills you slowly?
I hope not.
All right. Well, we should probably shut this down. This will be a Happy New Year when it comes out if we do it on a regular schedule.
Yeah. This will be a Happy New Year.
So thanks for spending 2025 with us. Those of you that joined in, it was quite the. It's been a bit of a. I don't know. This has just been like a test. You know, it's been such a weird thing that we would normally not do. You know.
I know.
Experiment was the word I was looking for. The podcast.
The podcast. It's been an experiment. I personally enjoy it. Like it's an hour of uninterrupted time that I get with you on a weekly basis, which is really nice. We don't always get that.
Well, we do always get it.
Well, we do always get it.
But we got 2026 coming up, and so let's just keep it short. We're already getting long here, but have you thought of at all what your New Year's resolution is going to be? Or do we want to save that till next year, till next week?
We're going to have to say I haven't.
Because we're already kind of long. All right.
I haven't even thought of it.
All right. Well, then let's just wrap this one up with our word of that sums up last week.
Okay.
You thought of it?
Yeah.
Well, that was fast. I have mine too. I'm just kidding. I don't.
I'm just kidding. I don't.
I can cut that.
Oh, that's funny.
All right. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Conquer.
Blessed. Yeah, they're both good.
They're both good.
Yeah. You conquered a mountain, literally.
Literally, my initial thought was peace. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on. There were some times in the last week that I don't know that I was feeling real peace.
Yeah.
You know, but it was like
I don't know either.
In fact, I know I wasn't feeling real peace. I know I felt blessed, and I know there were times that I felt peace. But I was like, I wonder if conquer. Because even just preparing for Christmas is sometimes a mountain.
Well, that's what we were saying, alluding to earlier, just how much. All the things you do. Like we watch the same movie, Love Actually, every night, every Christmas Eve night when we're finishing up wrapping.
Yep.
You know.
And you're like, oh my gosh, there's more presents to wrap. Like, oh wow, there's that bag that needs to all be wrapped.
Right, they just keep coming out of the woodwork.
I know, but Love Actually does make it
Yeah, but it's just such a fun. But those are all the little things, like
Yeah.
you said. We're just conquering so many like check boxes that we got to get done.
Yep.
Some of them really enjoyable, but doesn't mean it's still not tiring.
Right.
you
Right.
know?
Exactly right.
Yeah, and then above it all, we are blessed.
We are.
We've conquered the entire year.
Yep.
Honestly, as hard as of a mountain this year was to climb for us,
Yeah.
but in the end, we're still blessed, and that's really all that counts.
Yeah. It really is.
To be as happy as possible.
I like sappy, Shaen.
Just too, I've got too much head cold going on, or too much allergies.
I know.
Zapping my energy a little bit.
I know. Well, when it's 80 degrees in just on Christmas.
Yeah, and we were just in 9 degrees.
Right. So whether it's a cold or whether it's allergies, I'm sure there's still allergies going around because nothing's been like frozen here.
No.
'Cause it's quite literally 80 degrees outside.
Yeah, leaves just fell.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a beautiful day. We went for a walk yesterday.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing outside.
I was checking on sprinklers today.
I know we had a broken
In shorts. I mean, jeez.
No, you hardly wear shorts in the summertime.
Yeah, I'm wearing shorts right now and a t-shirt.
I know. I had to put on a sweater because I was like,
Well, stick around after the episode to hear more about our wardrobe and what we're wearing. Because we're just going through naming what we're wearing. All right, let us people get to their new year.
all right. Well, Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
All right. And ciao, ciao.
We'll see you more this year. See ya.